Okay, we're back. I'm going to look for a second here, but we're going to do some live coding. So usually Elad is doing the live coding, and but this time it's going to be me. And what we're going to do, we're going to build a Slackbot controlled by React website using WebSockets, and maybe a dash of AI. Maybe. If we're going to get lucky, we have 30 minutes. It's going to be a stretch, but let's have fun. Let's try. So let me first share my screen. Ooh, I haven't done this in a long time. Share screen, share my entire screen, and share this thing.
That's dangerous.
And that's it. We have the entire screen. And let's start with some make deal. Let's get this a little bit bigger. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this thing, but on the item. But that's the MK deal /temp Wingly 33rd. Yeah. Let's do CD on the Wingly, and let's do code dot. Now we have VS Code, and we're going to start a new project. How do you start a new project, man?
Wing new.
Wing new. We're going to start with an empty project. We have a bunch of. Should we want to do?
Vite?
We can do React Vite because we're probably going to use React. Let's try it. Let's start with React Vite. Let's put this in Wing. Why not? Interesting. So we have a wheel application. Let's see if it's going to work. I haven't. So it's installing dependencies. Actually, this is a nice starting point for us because it has a bunch of stuff. So we also go through the stuff, right?
More stuff to break.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't checked it.
30 minutes.
Yeah. So it's going to install dependency. While it does this, let's take a look at what we have here. So let's start with the package JSON. So we have winglibs, Vite, not Vite actually, Vite.
Really?
Yeah. So you say Vite, and also we have a frontend folder which has a package JSON that has basically a bunch of React stuff, right? So that's about it. And on this package JSON, we have install backend, install frontend. We got post install. We got WebSockets also installed here. So this is interesting. So let's do.
We've got everything we need.
Yeah, let's see. So we got this. Let's do Wing. Let's see that this works. This thing, the way it is, because I haven't bring this here, so people don't know. This is the Wing console, which allows us to actually see. Oh, yeah, it looks pretty good. So basically, let's take a look at the. I'm going to say basically a lot of times. This is what happens to me when I speak English.
I'm going to heckle you every time
Okay,
you say basically.
Great. So you see that there's some old stuff here that we can fix because there's DNA. So what do we have here? We have we can take a look over here. We have a Vite website. We have a broadcaster. We have a counter. We got API gateway. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 stuff. 4 things.
Yep.
So a broadcaster, an API gateway, and a counter, and a website. Great. And I think the way the website works is that I can open a bunch of websites, and when I increment the counter, the magic of WebSocket happens, and it increments them everywhere. So let's do this. The magic. Okay, so this is it. And the way this works, the actual code is really simple.
And you happen to be the one who.
Actually, I wrote it. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why it's simple.
That's why it's simple for you.
Yeah. So there's a broadcaster class. Let's take a look at this broadcaster class. It uses WebSockets. It starts a new WebSocket server that basically just update counters and just publish events. And just broadcast to all the clients. The clients is actually a list of what is the client here? Just a bucket. And we're hiding them, right? The clients here, we're hiding them. Yeah. And on the API has a get counter and a false counter, which just increment the counter, and then broadcast a refresh, which goes into this thing that goes over all the clients. And the next thing that we probably want to see is the front end. Source, I think, up TS6. So we have those 2 things, the API URL and the WS URL, so WebSocket URL. As you can see here, we're pushing them here. So the website, when we start in the new Vite website, we're giving it the API URL and the WS URL. I'm not sure why we need the root directory. Oh, okay. We can change this to deal name. When I do it, you're afraid.
I am afraid.
Oh my god. Let's see.
I'm very afraid.
Let's see. We've saved it. It's refreshing, and the counter is still working.
Nice.
And it's still working. Yeah, so it's working. It's good. It's good. And if we go back, and then we can turn down. Get rid of this. Okay, great. And now, what else? So we have the API URL. We have the API URL and the WebSocket URL, and they are used here. And the WebSocket is not really. I mean, I've done the easiest stuff possible. On message, I just updated the count, and the count just calls the counter, get counter. So very, very simple.
So it doesn't even tell it update the counter to something. It
No.
just tells it
There's something happened in the world.
yeah, something happened.
Refresh your data. Exactly.
Refresh yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not
Smart.
I'm not a React developer, so it's everything here is very, very kind of
But you are using hooks, I see.
yeah, because I don't know how to use anything else. So
All right.
yeah, okay. So this is what I'm doing. Awesome.
So it seems like you were doing right.
Yeah. I've asked help. Okay. So let me just make sure that okay, great. So now we have this application, but we didn't want to do this. Maybe we should let's create another main, right? And forget about this main for a second, right? Let's change this main to old main. Let's kill this thing and let's open another one, main.w. And let's do wing run main.w. And for this, what we want to do, we want to create a Slackbot, right? So as we mentioned in the, so Elad is mentioning that we have a new beautiful map view in the console, and Hassan is excited because we're going to use the Slackbot.
Yeah,
Awesome. Great.
First try.
Yeah. So what do you mean use the Slackbot? So we have something called winglibs, which is basically something that we don't talk about a lot here because Mark is not including this in his changelog because there's a lot to include. If we're going to add this, it's not going to have any time developing software.
And also, it's like an external ecosystem.
Right.
It's not our part of the standard library that's shipped with Wing.
Right. So you can create basically NPM packages that are basically written in TypeScript, in Python, in Wing. And basically, if you're putting them inside, basically, if you're putting them inside,
I forgot to hack it.
and you can go over the kind of creating a new library, and if you donate them into the winglibs and we approve it, then it's the entire authoring of the NPM packaging, and also putting this inside winglib happens much more easier. And we have a bunch of example here. One of them is the Vite that we just seen. So if we take a look at this, so you can just npm install Vite and just create a Vite website, like what we saw a second ago. Another example is WebSockets, which we also just seen. npm install winglib WebSockets, and then you can just create a new WebSocket and just give it the WebSocket ID. And but now we're going to use a new one called Slack, which is written by Hassan. Thank you, Hassan, for this.
Display his comment.
And the comment says, the best way to test new libraries is love on Winglib. Nothing can go wrong. So actually, there was an issue with the. So I'm telling you, there's an issue here with the bot token. But besides that, it worked out of the box when I've tested this before. So now if it's going to go wrong, it's going to be on me. It's going to be on me.
I'm the new thing.
Yeah. Wing WebSockets is so let's do this. Let's basically let's go over here and let's do Control C wing npm install winglib Slack, which is going to go into our package JSON and not this package JSON, and just going to add this. So now we have Slack, and part of the fact that this is no, I haven't tested this on AWS. Elad is asking, did I test this on AWS? No, something has to go wrong. So
some room for failure.
Yeah. And there was a discussion whether I'm going to expose my token. So I'm not going to try to expose my token, but I'm assuming it's going to be exposed. Is it going to be exposed? Yes, it just was exposed. So it didn't take a while long to expose it. So let's see what I can actually, let's do bring Slack. Once stuff are in the wing libs, we can actually bring them without the as brings something as Slack. So this is nice. So we have bring Slack. So actually when you're putting something in the wing libs, you're actually taking kind of that namespace. So that's something interesting. And then we're going to do create a Slack equal new Slack dot up. And it's going to complain. It's going to complain because it needs a token. So I'm going to add a token and bot token. And let's create a new bot token. And that's going to be a new cloud, bring cloud secret. Okay. Going back here for a second. We gotta give it, let's give it a name. Great. Slack up. Slack up. Yeah, sorry. Slackbot. Slack up. I don't know.
Slack.
Bot. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have a secret. Now we have wing secrets. Another thing that Hassan did, which is a very nice tool that basically reads my file, and it says I need your secret for my wing.
For your bot token.
Yeah, so I've already created it. So I just pasted it, and now I have a secret. I also have an N file. So if I'm going to press this N file, that's going to be another way. It's going to be another way to expose it. So we're not going to do this right now. And we're going to do something really, really simple. We're going to do new cloud function. And we're going to have an in-flight function here, an in-flight code here. And we're going to do slackbot.channel. There's a channel name. Let's go into Slack. Let's take temp channel. Temp channel.
Inspirational name.
Yep. I always use the delme, channel _ delme1, delme2. But so now we have a channel. Let channel equal. And let's do channel.post hello wing. Now, in order to basically create the bot token, I had to go through actually great documentation that Hassan added. You go to the Slack API, you create an application from scratch, you add those things. Actually, not all those things are important. They're important to basically to listen on an event. We're going to go through this in a second. And then actually, I'm just doing this thing right now. I'm just posting text or posting. There's another arrow here. So I went through this documentation very simply. And now I'm going to run this. Let's see if it's going to work. Run. And now I have a function that calls an app. The app has an API gateway because Slackbot usually needs an API gateway for for listening to stuff. And I should be seeing what was the message, by the way? Do you remember? Hello wing. Awesome. So let's see if I'm seeing this message. Invoke and hello wing. So this was a very easy way to create, to basically post messages with Slack.
Yeah, very streamlined experience.
Yeah, very, very nice experience. Now, if I go into kind of a harder path, so let me look for my Slack application just for a second. Not here. Okay. This is my Slack application. Bring an example. No. Okay. This is my Slack application. So if I go over here, let's go back to the application. If I want to go back to, oh my God, I'm all over the place. I know. I'm sorry. It's going to be, if I go back to what the original suggested here, that you can actually register to an event when an app gets mentioned. Now you can send a message. So we want to make this code work. Okay. not the code that I've done.
So let's just copy it.
Yeah. So let's start with just copying it. So now let's take a look at the code. I have the Slackbot. Let's fix this. And now I have a bug in the document. And now I have a post message. The message, whoa, this is a markdown. When someone mentioned me. Okay. Now that's not going to work out of the box. And let's just make sure that it doesn't work.
All right. Why doesn't it work?
So I'm going to show you. So nothing happens. And the reason it doesn't work because the actual application running here, I need to be on one screen. So let me go over here. Let me take this here. Sorry. Let me bring both of them. Just 1 second. Let's bring this here. Okay. The reason it doesn't work because the application, you see the API gateway. This API gateway is only listening, is only locally in here. So I want
running
Slack
on your local machine.
Right.
Slack doesn't know how to communicate with your local machine.
Exactly. So in order to do this, I need first to expose this to basically use something like ngrok to expose this URL. But I don't need to use ngrok because something that was done by Elad Elad Cohen. So I can just click here, and this will basically restart my app, and will expose my API gateway. Hopefully, let's see that it works. Okay, and now we'll expose my API gateway with a new URL. So now I can take a look at this URL, and this is a new URL for me.
And which is accessible from the internet.
Yes, everybody can access this right now. And now,
without having to configure your router and add rules and
Right, this actually talks with an external server that we have that actually probably also written in Wing. We call it tunnels, and it connects to it, and that tunnels basically kind of creates a tunnel to my local machine. Now I need to make sure that I change this. This is event subscription, so I want to change the event subscription. So I'm doing this. I'm changing it. This actually sends an event to my machine. And you can take a look at what Hassan have done here. You can see that I'm looking inside the code of the Slackbot, and I can see that if there is an URL verification, it's just going to comply with the challenge. That's what basically Slack is checking here. So once I save the changes, now when I go over here and do Wingly example, hello. I should be, now I see, whoa, this is a markdown, cool bean. This worked perfect.
This is awesome. I mean, the ability, like both Hassan and Elad,
it's crazy.
Basically allowing us to work locally on a Slackbot that needs to get messages.
It's crazy, right? I mean,
I've developed Slackbots before.
No, it's crazy.
And having to run them on the cloud every time in order to get these messages was really annoying.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Let's do. Did I save, by the way? I've just added to log the event because I'm just curious to know what the event is. So let's do a Wingly example. Hey, again. And now I can see the entire event. You see, this is happening on my machine. I have the token.
Webhook that connects to your machine.
Yeah. We got an app mention. Maybe we have actually what we have here. I don't know. Is it a bot? I got a lot of stuff here. I don't know even what. So that's super, super awesome. So now we want to connect this to our Vite app. We want to do something with the Vite app. I don't know why, but what? But let's figure this out.
We can do we can start with the most basic thing. Maybe just when the counter hits a certain
number.
Threshold.
Just use this thing. Just do the cloud API.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's grab some code here. Let's grab starting the Vite app. So I'm just creating the website.
By the way, if anyone has more interesting suggestions,
nice, man. I love it.
You're welcome to post it in the comments.
Nathan will remind us to cycle the token.
Nathan, I'll remind you to remind us.
Yeah, awesome. So let's do let API and create a new cloud API, and we're gonna bring Vite, and we don't need WebSocket for now. We got the API URL. We don't need the counter to be. We can. Let's take a look at it. Do we need the counter to be? Now it's not going to work because I don't have a counter. Do you want to set up the counter? Or do we want a counter to be just locally?
Let's do it locally.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be easier for me, but let's take a look. So let's go over to the source, the app TS. Let's kill this increment counter, an update counter, and let's do set count. We don't need the API URL.
But actually, why not just connect it?
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be easier to just connect this. Just going to be easier to copy more code, right? To load the API get and API counter. Well, let's do this.
The more code we copy that we know actually works.
Yeah, I agree. So let's do. So it's going to be a little bit messy. Maybe we should do a new cloud counter. Okay. Maybe we should. So let's take a look what we have right now. So first of all, we have a broadcaster that doesn't work. We don't care about. Great. Now it works. Let's take this thing, the API gateway, and put all those things in a class. So let's do a class API counter API, and let's do a new. And let's do this dot counter equal new cloud counter. Ooh. And let's do this dot API. No, we don't need. We need let API equal. Actually, we can do that. This let counter let API to a new cloud. So we can actually copy the code.
Shocking.
Yep. Let's copy the code over here. Let's create the API. Let API equal new cloud API. Awesome. Let's do this. Great. And let's do this. This is annoying. It keeps jumping. That's okay. Now the API. This API we don't care about. And we need the URL. So let's do new counter API, let API, and now it doesn't have a URL. So let's do a public URL from type string str, and let's do this URL equal API.url. So what have we done? So instead of having the API, we have a counter API that has the API and a counter, and that we can take away. We can actually put this in a different file. Maybe we should put this in a different file. Let's do it. Let's do it. Counter API .w, and let's do this. Take this file here. From here all the way to here. Now it needs to be public. We need to bring cloud. Great. Now here.
It seems like you've done this before.
Actually, I'm just good at this. Counter API.w as C. We're going to be succinct here. And then we're going to do c.counter API. Going back here. Okay, so what do we have? We have the counter API. We have the Vite website. We don't see the connection between the Vite website.
We need to open an issue about that.
I think a lot is also kind of mentioned about this. The relationship is here, which is actually a token relationship. And we want to model this. So that's one thing. And then we have our Slack function, our Slack app, which has a function. I think right now, basically what we want to do, maybe we want to give our counter API maybe a topic. And when it gets to a specific point when the counter reach 10, we're going to send a message. We're going to activate this function.
All right.
Okay. So let's do this.
The best suggestions that we've got.
Yeah. So let's do a new cloud topic. Let's call it as counter reached 10. This just created a topic here. What is the topic? Okay. And this is super annoying that it's. I know there's a way to disable the. Let me think. I think I have it. Browser stop. I don't know. Browser equal none. I'm not sure. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. Maybe it worked. Now we have the counter reach 10, and now let's give this topic here. And now it tells us that we can do this because we don't have a cloud topic here. So we have topic, cloud topic. And now when prev is going to do the increment, it didn't work. If prev is bigger than 9, let's do topic dot publish. We need to message topic counter is 10. I think. Yes.
Yeah, is bigger. Is 10 or more.
Oh, okay. So let's do if prev equal 9. If prev equal 9. Okay.
Right.
Great. And now counter is 10. This is good. Now let's listen to this. Let's listen to what's going on in the topic. To begin with, we just had a simple listener. Okay. Over here, let's do topic. Actually, we can do topic on message. Yeah, let's go all the way. Message, and let's send the message. Save this. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
I'm not sure I'm ready.
I'm not sure the world is ready.
It's probably not going to work, right? I mean, code.
Hassan has a good suggestion.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, first of all, let's see. Hassan's suggestion is using modulo, right?
Yeah, every time it has a multiple.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do this, but let's see if it works without this for a second. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so first of all, this doesn't work. So we started. No, it doesn't work. This thing doesn't work.
Because we.
Do you know why?
I have no idea why.
Okay, let's see. So the counter doesn't work for us.
We have a Frankenstein over.
Okay, I know why it doesn't work. I deleted the code. No, I didn't delete it. Okay. I didn't delete enough code. Right?
Yeah, seems to be.
Okay, let's take a look at what's not working. Clean this thing a little bit.
The fact that you don't see the value incrementing doesn't mean that it's not incremented.
Okay. Yeah, I see the problem. It tells me what the problem is. Of course, I haven't copy pasted good enough, but as you can see, course policy. We don't have course.
The dreaded course.
Yes. So let's go over here to counter API, and let's do course true. Not so dreaded.
Let's see if it works.
No, I don't think it's going to work. I mean, okay, first of all, it feels like it worked. So let's take the counter back. Let's take a look at the counter. This is the counter. Let's reset the value to 0. Let's go over here. Let's hit the refresh. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's here. Okay.
Yeah, because it reached before.
Nice. 1. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Let's put the screen a little bit here. Let's put the Slackbot. Are we good?
Yep.
Ready? Yes. Oh my God.
Money.
I'm having a heck of a time bundling the server file. I'm course. Yes, people saw the course.
Nice, Elad.
Yeah. This is awesome. Thank you.
All right. So we have we said something about a touch of AI.
A touch of AI. Okay. I mean, Open API. I don't think we have time. I mean, we didn't do WebSocket as well.
But we showed WebSocket. We deleted WebSocket.
Yeah, but I wanted. Maybe we should send the message. Can we show the message on an alert? Let's do WebSockets. What AI? Do you have an Open API token? I'm not sure I have one.
I have.
Oh, I have over here. I can open it. Okay, you want to do something with AI? What do you want to do with AI?
So what I was thinking
Okay.
was to get like in the Slackbot. I mean, it gets the messages, so we can use AI to try and guess what the fuck is going on.
So tell me this again. When it gets the messages?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying when we have in here,
Yeah.
when
it publishes
when we get the actual message, what this thing?
Yeah, it gets the message to publish, right? And now we just publish the message without. So you can ask the OpenAI to kind of try and guess. Say, I got this message to publish.
Okay.
This is what I think is going on.
Okay.
I don't have a better idea.
Okay, let's try. Let's try. It shouldn't be hard. Do you know how do I get the token here? We're looking at my ChatGPT.
How to get the token? Yeah, you need to go to the settings.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just
then
connected apps. No. Security. No. No. General. Maybe it's not inside ChatGPT. Maybe it's inside.
It's inside OpenAI, right?
OpenAI. Okay, give me 1 second to generate the token. As you notice,
update.
Can someone, Elad, can you send me the token over Slack?
Someone send me a token.
Can someone send me a token? We have.
I actually have one on my computer, but.
So you can chat with my counter. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. We want to chat with the counter.
You want me to?
So you can send me this over Slack.
Cool.
Okay. Awesome. And while you're doing this, I'm gonna go to the Wingley's OpenAI. Let's take a look at how this looks like. OpenAI. And let's do npm install. Start with this thing. Great. And now we need an OpenAI key with a secret. And let's do this. Bring OpenAI. Nice. Now I need an OpenAI key. Hopefully I'm going to get a secret soon on the DM. Oh, Elad sent me. Shai, it's okay. Elad sent me a tick. Okay, so now let's not expose. Let's do wing secret. Oh, main.w.
I just sent you a token too.
Oh, you also sent me a token? Okay.
But not surprisingly, Elad was faster.
What happened here?
So you did bring.
I did bring OpenAI. Let's see. Oh, my bad. There's two secrets. As OpenAI as bot. Slackbot. Slack. Let's do this again. Why do I have my bot token already? Let me just create one. I'll take this off screen and I'll just create this in my end file.
Yeah, but that's probably an issue we need to open about, about the secrets.
Yeah, something didn't work well with the secret command. Okay. So I've put this manually at the end file, but something was wrong here because it asked for both of them while one of them is available. So
maybe we can, I don't know.
We'll open it. We can open it again about this. And now let's do wing run. Main.w. And now we have an OpenAI. What can we do with the OpenAI? Okay, now we have an OpenAI or AI.
Yep.
And now you want me here to do OpenAI create completion.
Let's say,
what does it accept, the create completion? Let's see.
Just a prompt.
Just a prompt, a string prompt. Awesome.
Yeah.
I am a kind simple. Let's call it not stupid. Simple.
You are.
You are right. You are a kind of simple Slackbot that sends a message from a game. Oh, man.
This website.
The message is because I have also automatic. I know how to solve this. I have also automatic reloading. Right. The message is.
Slackbot sends a message.
M.
Okay.
M. I don't know. This is what you wanted?
Yeah.
Can you turn this into? Oh man, what's this? Bye. Can you turn this? Do we have multi-line strings, right? I think it's something like that. Or is it like this?
Never tried.
I don't know. I think we have. Do we have multi-line strings? Folks in the audience, can you turn this message into a nicer one?
But that's like I wanted to try and guess what the game was.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay, we'll do this. What does this open? AI. Let's see that it works. Okay.
All right.
New message. I'm great with names. Let's see that it works because we haven't checked that it actually works. And let's see if it works first. Let's go over here. Put this on screen. Oh, interesting. We have. Let's go to our website. Do you see the website? Here it is. Let's go over here. Oh, counter is 10. So we need to do what Hassan told us. Let's do what Hassan told us.
Or we can do a counter reset.
What do you want to do? I go with Hassan.
Of course.
Yeah. So like modulo 10 equals 0. Okay, so we're trusting a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, I didn't know that we had modulo in way.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So
every day you learn something.
Yeah. So now let's go. Let's run this. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. What's going on? Deprecation. Okay.
It's a warning.
Deprecation is.
Yeah. We've had worse.
Yeah, it was never an issue for people like us. Wait, I just want to make sure that I'm not exposing. Oh my God, it already worked. So the modulo doesn't. Oh, of course. How about the counters reach 10? So first of all, we had a mistake here, right? On the actual code here, because it says the counter reached 10, but actually, where is the counter? It shouldn't say counter is 10. Counter is
multiple
prev plus 1. Because int returns the previous. Yeah. Okay. So now when we go let's open the Slack as well. Whoop. Oh, that didn't work.
No, it does it
Oh.
on 9.
You just wanted to make the count is 31. Keep up the good work. Okay. Okay, so it was a 9. Now there was a mistake here, right? It's not.
Yeah, something is not.
Yeah, we know what it is. We should do the prev. We should do
No, but why did it say 31 when it's 40?
Because
I don't understand if it's.
No, it was the old one. Only when it reached 41, it's going to trigger it. Okay, great. Okay, so but that's not what you wanted to do. So what did you want to do? What did you want? You want them to guess the game?
Yeah, but it's a bit more complex than that because you need to give it a few messages and then.
Oh,
but never mind.
We're not going to do this right now.
Yeah, we're not going to do it.
Okay,
right
awesome.
now. But nice. So we have a React website.
Yeah.
We deleted WebSockets, and we added a touch of AI.
A touch of a dash of an AI.
A dash of AI.
Yeah. And now it's 51. I don't know. Why is it 51? It's 51. Who knows?
It's closer than.
It's classic 51. A classic 51. Yeah. Why is it 51?
You have this +1 there. Just don't do it.
Current. Oh, I have another +1. Thanks, man. Okay, you saw it. Thanks. Okay, now it's gonna work. We don't need to write the test. Yep. So let's do it again. Slack. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Like when you shoot hoops and you go home only after it.
Certainly. How about turning counter 60 into the current count is at 60?
Nice.
Probably the best use of AI.
Better than Skynet.
Better than Skynet. Okay, guys, that was us. That was extreme.
Yeah, awesome.
It actually worked. We didn't do WebSocket. We did a dash of AI,
but we got something to work, and the lad was only helping with the comment, and not doing the actual coding.
Yep. So we're seeing ourselves. Let's stop this. Whoop. And Hassan says it always wants to create all the secrets. It's one of those things that always wants to create all the secrets.
Really awesome. And Hassan, the Bring Slack works amazingly well, and a lot with your
Latcoin
with your Ngrok trick that lets us work locally on it. It's also awesome, and I don't remember if it's published yet or not, but Hassan is also working on Bring Discord,
right? Which is probably a nice time to say that we've moved from Slack to Discord as our community moved to Discord. So that's very nice. It's a good opportunity to say that. I don't know if it's nice. It's a good opportunity to say that.
We moved to Discord, and everyone is welcome to join there and say hi. And there are many fun activities that Vital is organizing.
Yeah. So that was thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for supporting me and not heckling me too much. I'm usually heckling a lot when I'm doing this.
You told me not to.
Yeah. You need to build my self-esteem. I need to take his self-esteem on live coding a little bit now. Tone it down. So let's finish with a song.